most of us are kind of already doing this, but okay, we can be on trend. I will take that. Hey everyone, first of all, Happy New Year. Welcome back to my channel. I thought it'd be fun to start 2025 off with a bang with one of my favorite videos. Now, I do about 4 of these a year, the seasonal trend videos, what we can expect to see in the coming season, what I think is wearable, what I'm not all that excited about. For the first time on my channel, I decided to look at some of the overarching trends for all 4 seasons that the experts are telling us are in for 2025. And as a woman over 50, I want to explain why it is important for all of us my age and older to still be up to date on the trends and look at them and adapt them into our own wardrobes when applicable. Okay, here comes the lecture part of this video, maybe even a little bit of a rant, but stick with me here. I truly believe that how we feel about how we look on the outside absolutely affects the inside. This isn't about looking good to impress other people. Honestly, you should be trying to impress yourself every day. The reverse holds true for me. If I don't feel really well, if I'm really dragging, like right this moment actually, all I want to do is wash my face and lay down on the couch. So what did I do? I did my hair. I put on a lot more makeup, and I'm trying to make the outside match, well, I should say I'm trying to make my inside now match my outside. For me, it's important, especially as we get older, especially as we have more health concerns, I think it is important to still want to look and feel our best. And that means maybe staying on top of the trends, trying to stay up to date while adapting them to make ourselves feel good about wearing them. So am I saying that you should run out and do all the trends that the 20-year-olds and 30-year-olds and teenagers are doing? No, but there are ways that we can pick and choose that can liven things up a little bit, break up a little bit of the monotony of our closet, and just have fun, because what else are we doing here? So I have 5 trends to talk about with you today, and to make this helpful for you, I am giving shoppable examples of how you can wear these pieces now, bring them into your wardrobe, and I will list all the trends and all the products mentioned down in the description box, pin it to the top of the comment section, and if it's available on YouTube Shopping, tag it there as well, where it says view products or something like that. I'm going to share a variety of pictures. Some I've pulled from Pinterest, some are the shoppable pieces. So if it's a shoppable piece, I'll have it numbered, and that number will correspond down in the description box and all the other places as well. Okay, rant and lecture over. Let's start with the first trend for 2025, and those are the colors of the year. So every year, Pantone decides what the color of the year is going to be, and this year it is Mocha Mousse, which is like cool tone brown. And we saw hints of this coming through, I'd say about mid-year 2024. In fact, I have this outfit, one of my faves for 2024. That is hands down the perfect example of Mocha Mousse. According to Walmart, that color is called Mushroom. But along with Mocha Mousse, earth tones like olive, clay, sand, rust, and brown, which were gaining momentum at the end of 2024, are definitely pushing through all the way through 2025. So you will see that not just for fall colors, but right now in winter, and then pushing through into spring, summer, etc. Another color to keep your eye out for is the soft ballet pink, the blush, along with a few other soft pastels. I think this is sort of an extension of the Barbie pink thing that was happening last year, and now they're fading into pastels and soft and airy, and again, not just for spring, but carried all through the year. And then another big color is deep reds. Again, not new. We've seen this, especially in the fall. I saw this a lot in like deep cherries and burgundies and bordeaux, in handbags, especially in nail polish, in tights, and in all kinds of clothes. So what are some examples of how you could actually wear these in your wardrobe? Well, first of all, pick and choose. If you look like roadkill in pastels or washed out in Mocha Mousse, don't wear them. Maybe relegate those to an accessory like a handbag, a pair of earrings, a pair of shoes, something that's not close to your face, and don't invest a lot of money in it. Or just skip it all together. I did want to give you some actual concrete examples. Mocha Mousse can be tricky to wear, so like I said, maybe keep it away from your face if you're concerned it'll wash you out. Put it in your pants. Great way to do that is a wide leg pair of corduroy pants. Wide leg is another trend we're going to talk about in a little bit, so you're incorporating 2 trends in one. This is a very wearable pair. Corduroy is a little more casual, so if you don't want to get fully dressed up into a pair of pants, it's sort of the same in the jeans category, and these also do happen to come in a soft dusty pink, so you're hitting 2 colors there. I mentioned one of my favorite athleisure looks of late 2024 is still going strong into 2025. This is from Scoop. It's their drawstring scuba jacket and the scuba cargo joggers. They happen to come in this color. They also happen to come in a lot of other colors. There's a whole lot of pieces in this line. All of them come in this mushroom shade. And then brand new for 2025, and I just ordered this and will be coming up in a haul, is this jumpsuit, scuba knit as well. And if this looks a lot to you like the Spanx Air Essentials jumpsuit, you are correct. It looks a lot like that to me too. Now, pinks can be tricky. Some of us look better in the soft pastel pink. Some of us prefer the brighter pink. So if you want to embrace the pink and you're afraid, put it in a pair of shoes, in a skirt, or whatever. But I really love this Batwing sweater. It is actually trending as the #1 sweater on the Amazon platform. Obviously, because it's Amazon, it's going to come in a ton of colors, but this soft pink is beautiful. Also, this cashmere t-shirt. If you are new here, one of my all-time favorite retailers that I really got into in 2024 was Quince. And when I say affordable cashmere, I'm aware that $50 for a t-shirt is not considered affordable. But if you think about the fact that it's made out of cashmere, and cashmere is usually a rather unattainable fabric for $50, this is fantastic. So I actually have this in a couple of colors. I don't have it in the baby pink, but it's just under $45. So I think that's a fantastic price. If you want to keep things a little more casual, this is a more sort of an apricot peachy shade, not quite pink, but close. Back to that scuba line from Walmart again. And then the last pink example is this Frank and Eileen inspired quarter zip sort of net sweater. Frank and Eileen is, I wouldn't call it a luxury brand, but it's definitely high end. I think this particular sweater from the original line is over $200. This one is $30, and you're gonna see this everywhere. It's been around for a little bit, but it's gaining momentum, and a lot of retailers are pulling out their versions of it, more affordable, dupe, if you will. And I love that this one is in a nice pink color. And then a handful of cherry/burgundy examples. First of all, and I should have led with this, you could do nail polish. That's an easy way to try it out. So pink nail polish, even the MOCHA mousse and a burgundy, they can look beautiful. It just depends on your skin tone. And if you're not sure, put it on your toes. But some cherry burgundy examples, this beautiful chenille sweater, it actually has a little checkerboard pattern, so you kind of have some texture going there as well. Then this polo striped sweater has the beautiful sort of deep red stripes across that. And it also is another theme we're seeing in 2025, which is stripes and the Fisherman aesthetic. We'll get into that in a moment. This ribbed sweater is originally, I think, inspired by something that Anthropologie used to carry and may carry from time to time. I actually have this exact sweater in a beautiful emerald green, but it also comes in this beautiful burgundy deep red shade. And then I have to give another shout out to Quince. They make the most luscious washable silk pieces. And when I say washable, it's 100% silk that you can throw in your washing machine on cold, gentle cycle and then, hang to dry. So this silk blouse I actually have, it's gorgeous and it's just easy to wear now, layered under a cardigan or a sweater. Works really well in spring, fall, even summer if you're working inside and it's air conditioned. Okay, I have so much to say and we only got through one trend, so maybe I won't walk you through each piece. I'll just stick them up and number them, and then you can go down into the description box, and if you want to know more about a specific piece, just ask me in the comments because I know y'all are busy. It's the beginning of the year. You have things to do. So let's get to trend number 2, which is not just athleisure, which I am embracing and have done for a while. It's called athleisure mix and match. So the idea here is to take your athleisure pieces and separate them. So maybe don't wear the matching track pants or the matching wide leg pants or joggers that come with this. Pair them with a pair of jeans, a nicer pair of pants, or a skirt, or maybe wear the track pants and pair it with a nicer sweater or a blouse. So we're mixing and matching athleisure with our regular clothing, maybe a hoodie and sneakers to kind of tie in the full effect. So it's that kind of street style, casual. I'm not really trying hard, but you actually had to try a little bit to figure out how to pair all these things up. You're probably already doing it to some extent. And that is another thing I've noticed with a lot of these trends. Most of us are kind of already doing this, but okay, we can be on trend. I will take that. When we're wearing athleisure, we're usually buying a 2-piece set, and that's easy. It's like a Garanimals for adults. We don't have to think about it. We just put it on. But when you have to start pulling it apart and mixing and matching, it makes it a little bit trickier. So my advice on this trend is to stick with a monochromatic look. So if you're going with navy track pants with maybe a white stripe down the side, get a navy sweater or a navy blouse. Keep it all in the same color family. So an example of this monochromatic look is something that I think also looks really elegant, even though it's half athleisure. A very basic white or cream sweater, like the one I have on, with a pair of wider leg cargo knit pants. Has an athleisure feel to it, especially because of the fabric. Pair it with some tone-on-tone loafers, or if you really want to embrace the athleisure end, some sneakers. It's a look. Or maybe you take this 2-piece set that is another Frank and Eileen inspired set, very popular, one of the best sellers from last month on my channel, and you take just the top, which feels very loungewear, very athleisure, and you pair it with a pair of crepe pleated pants or the non-pleated version. So it's a much more modern take. A couple other places that I would look, especially, is Athleta. As a retailer, they have 2 pairs of pants that feel more like athleisure because of the material, and they're a pull-on style, but they're a little more tailored, and they're gonna work really well in pulling together all of the athleisure looks that you're gonna wanna wear going through 2025, especially right now. And the nice thing about Athleta is that they are constantly having sales. So look to shop at Athleta on a weekend. That's more likely when they're going to have their sales. Trend number 3, I feel like these people are going, all right, we're gonna show the same stuff, but we need to give it a different name so people think it's new. So we're calling this Fisherman Aesthetic. This is the Fisherman Aesthetic that I think of when I hear that phrase. This is a recycling of last year's coastal grandma, but for those of us who are grown-ups in the room, this is just nautical inspired. So how do you wear this? It's cable knit sweaters, obviously right now, and then short sleeve cable knit sweaters when it gets warm. It's boat neck tees. It's lots of navies and regular blues and reds and whites. It's a lot of Americana type stuff. We're gonna see a resurgence in boat shoes, more knits, lots of stripes. Couple retailers I wanna point out that have been doing this for years and doing it well. J. Crew and J. Crew Factory, Talbot's. Those are some classic retailers. They've been around forever that are always showing this stuff. Chico's just put out an entire nautical themed line that they just released this January. But a few key pieces I just wanna point out. You're going to want some sort of fisherman's sweater. So a couple of examples I have. This one's a little pricier. It's cashmere though, and it's a V-neck cardigan. So I feel like it's a little more versatile in that you can pair it with a bunch of different things. You can even drape it over your shoulders in spring, summer, fall, so you can wear it a lot longer. Or you can go with this mock neck cable knit sweater. It also comes in red, green, blue, beige. I mean, just so many options, and that one is under $40. I do want to point out example of a boat shoe. Not the biggest fan of the boat shoe. It can look really heavy and clunky on the feet, but I'm loving it in a silver, soft silver metallic, and Steve Madden just released this one. And then if you want a super budget friendly option, I found one at Walmart for you too. Trend number 4, we need to talk about pants or bottoms. And according to quite a few sites who have been deemed experts in their field, hot pants are in. And I am not talking about like little shorts. I'm talking about you're essentially wearing underwear in public. And I don't think I need to tell you that. It's a pass for me. It's a hard no. Pretty sure everyone watching this also a hard no, unless you are in a pool or at the beach. So that one, I'm not even gonna try to attempt to adapt it for my style. It's not gonna happen. But some other things we need to talk about is that even though I have been hearing rumblings that skinny jeans are making a comeback, that is not what I'm seeing on the retailers' websites and not what I'm seeing in all the articles that have been written up. So what we are seeing is wide leg. Not new, saw it last year, carrying through, especially the barrel leg option, which I have to say, I think it looks like everyone wearing them has rickets or some sort of nutritional deficiency. But if you want something that's actually wearable, try wide leg jeans, wide leg trousers, and you don't need to go for the exaggerated wide leg. A slimmer wide leg, which I know is an oxymoron, is I think a lot more wearable and a lot more sustainable. It'll outlast whatever trend is happening in 2025. Couple of ones that I just want to point out, these patch pocket jeans. This has been popular for about a year and a half, still going strong. This is a much more affordable option than anything else that I have found. My favorite pair of trouser jeans of all time, are these. I have them in every color they've ever released. They hold up beautifully and they're not an exaggerated wide leg, so they're very, very wearable. And then we're back to Quince, and they just released these high-rise wide leg jeans. They're $50 and their jeans are incredible. I will tell you this, with all the Quince jeans I've tried, size up one from whatever size the size chart tells you. You will love these. These are life-changing. And if you're more of a pants person, and I know there are a few of you here that feel very strongly about that, try these. I believe, is it Ponte knit? I've heard people say Pont. Ponte is how I would say it. These wide leg pants, under $50. They do come, I believe, in navy and black as well. This is an all season wear kind of pant, very beautiful. And I believe it comes in a couple of inseam lengths as well. And then the last trend I want to talk about are patterns for 2025. So I've already touched on stripes. Stripes fits very neatly into the whole, what are we calling it? Fisherman aesthetic. I just want to call it nautical. Can we not just call it what it is? Anyway, so stripes of all kinds, more horizontal than vertical, but I do want to point out that this button front blouse has stripes, comes in a ton of colors. You could probably find it in deep burgundy, soft pink, some nautical inspired themes. One of my most worn pieces, and it's viscose blend, so it's very travel friendly, does not wrinkle, super lightweight. I adore it, so I wanted to give you that. But a couple of other patterns that are allegedly big for 2025. Polka dots. Now, polka dots can go really juvenile really quickly, and they can also overwhelm a smaller frame, and on a larger frame person can look just ridiculous. So when in doubt, don't go for the super, super big ones. You go for almost like a micro dot pattern, so it's hard to tell what you're really looking at. I think the most beautiful and most elegant and most grown-up way to wear polka dots is in a shirt dress. That's the most classic style that I have seen. So I know this is a higher price point, but when I saw this on the Nordstrom website, I just went, it's beautiful. It's a crepe de chine dress from Ralph Lauren. This is a classic polka dot style. It is not a new style by any means. We've all seen this dress before. It is just seeing a comeback, and I love it. Target has this maxi skirt in polka dot version. This one's a little trickier. The dots are a little bit bigger, but if you want to go bold, this one's a try. And if you want something super subtle, try polka dot sheer tights. Tiny little dots on there. Right now, this time of year, a great way to add something of interest to your legs, add a layer of warmth. I actually just picked up, I'll link it, this pair of fleece lined tights. So they look like sheer tights, but they're actually lined with skin tone colored fleece. It's a fun way to just pair it with like maybe even a shorter black skirt, black sweater. You've got polka dots, you're on trend, you're warm, you don't have to shave your legs, your skin tone looks amazing. We're checking a bunch of boxes. And then the last big pattern for 2025 are animal prints, not just leopard. Leopard is still, leopard/cheetah, still huge, absolutely huge. But also, you ready for this one? Tiger, zebra, and my favorite, cow. I don't know what woman wants to be called a cow, let alone wear cow prints. So that one I'm not going to recommend. If you love cow prints, you go for it. You rock it. These are my opinions, but I want you to have fun. I'm having fun making this video. I have fun when I get dressed more often than not. I want you to have fun. So if I'm poo-pooing a trend that you love, you go for it. I mean, that's the fun of all of this. But for me, it's a hard pass on the cow thing. The only cow pattern I have in my house is an actual cow hide as a rug on the floor of my husband's study. So it's a no for me. Tiger, I think a cool way to incorporate any of the animal prints other than cow into your wardrobe, if you're like, I don't know, is again with your shoes, a belt, or a scarf. So I found a really cool featherweight cashmere scarf, and it's a tiger stripe, and it's subtle, and it's just, you wrap around your neck or you drape it around you. It's another layer. It can be worn throughout the year. You could drape it over your spaghetti strap dress to a wedding that you might have in the summer, or you could wear it now for warmth. That's the beauty of the featherweight. Another great version are these Rothy's shoes. I know these are a pretty high price point. I have them in the leopard print. My recommendation on those is size up a half size. I am not a print person, and I find those are the easiest way for me to just kind of punch up an outfit just a little bit, and those happen to be super comfortable. I do have a very similar Amazon version in a solid taupe, but they do have it in the leopard. They have a few leopard prints, so I wanted to link that. And then if you're wearing like mostly black or mostly neutrals, belts I've mentioned are pretty big right now. And the leopard belt, I used to have one. I mean, most of us probably already have a lot of this in our closet, which is pretty cool. Pull it out because it's back. I'm thinking even for summer, like a really nice chambray button front top, pair of white jeans, and a tiger print, like a skinny tiger or leopard print belt. Leopard print shoes. It's kind of a cool look there. So that's my take on just a few of the fashion trends for 2025. I will break these down much more specifically with more concrete examples as we get into each specific season. So if you're not already subscribed and you're looking forward to hearing what I have to say specifically about spring, make sure you hit that subscribe button because we'll be hitting that probably late February, early March, so you are well prepared for shopping come springtime. Until then, I hope you had fun with this one. I really did. Don't take anything too seriously, just get dressed. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.